The only thing you can do is enjoy it until the last bite of it. It feels like a west of chicken. As a traditional dish, I had expected something better. And it's definitely the #1 coffee in the world. Anchote is the most delicious dish so far, which is often underrated. And the butter makes it irresistible to eat all of it. I wonder what would have happened to Ethiopia if theft didn't exist. Why is it considered normal for people to question the bride's virginity status? I'm currently in Ethiopia. I don't know if you guys know, but Ethiopia is one of the multi-ethnic countries, which means people here have different cultures, different religions, and different ways of life. More than 80 different ethnicities and tribes live together in this country. I know they fight each other all the time in such countries, but I'm in love with them for one reason: the food. Yes, the wide variety of food makes it totally different, especially in Ethiopia, where there is a mixture of different world cuisine and some other dishes that are unique. How about we go out and try some amazing dishes out there? This restaurant in the center of Addis Ababa serves the national dish Dorowat and Kitfo, and I heard it's amazing. The place looks very historic. You can see national symbols and landmarks on the outside walls of the restaurant. Inside, it's decorated with numerous artworks and paintings. After locating our seats, the waiter helped us wash our hands the traditional way. By the way, this has been tradition that was being carried out by housewives in the past, and it's less common nowadays. And here comes our food. This is injera, a flat bread made from teff, a type of grain that is primarily grown and consumed in Ethiopia. The process of making injera involves kneading the teff grain and fermenting it before it is baked. Various grains are also used to prepare different flavor injera. Its taste can vary depending on the region and may change over time. Injera is commonly found in the majority of Ethiopian dishes. And this is Dorowat, a dish that's believed to be national dish of the country. Dorowat is a spicy and flavorful chicken stew made of chicken and a blend of spicy ingredients such as berbere, turmeric, paprika, and cinnamon. Garlic and ginger are also added to give the stew more flavor. Additionally, boiled eggs are often included in the dish to make it more vibrant. Now the way you eat this is by taking a piece of injera and scooping it into the stew using your fingers and then eating it directly. The taste of injera is sour, and the stew tastes like whatever I don't like. It is slightly spicy and creamy. But the chicken, the main component of this dish, doesn't taste like chicken. Perhaps it's due to the combination of ingredients. It feels like something is not quite right. Considering the high price of chicken in the country, which is $20, it feels like a waste of chicken, at least to me. As a traditional dish, I had expected something better. And now let's talk about kitfo, a dish made from minced raw beef. One of Ethiopia's wonders is that people here consume raw meat like crazy. Maybe they were here before the discovery of fire, and that's why. For kitfo, they usually use lean cuts of meat. The beef is minced and then mixed with mezerkebe, a clarified butter infused with spices to give it heat and flavor. There are also items served alongside kitfo, like ayib, the Ethiopian cheese, and gomen, a cooked collard greens dish, and obviously mitmita, the common spicy blend. Kitfo has a rich, meaty flavor, and it is slightly chewy. However, I don't think I like it either. Please don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with kitfo. People here are obsessed with both dorowat and kitfo, and they are occasional dishes for the majority of people here. It's just me who is uncomfortable with raw meat. There is also kocho, an item served with kitfo but as a dessert, and it's often eaten after kitfo. Before we leave the restaurant, we must try the famous Ethiopian coffee, traditionally served with popcorn. Ethiopian coffee is different for its exceptional qualities. 1. Its amazing flavor, ranging from fruity and floral to citrusy and chocolatey. 2. The history. Ethiopia is widely believed to be the origin of coffee, and it's definitely the #1 coffee in the world. 3. When you drink Ethiopian coffee, you feel more alert, focused, and empowered to do anything. Now let's go to another place to try different foods. This is another traditional Ethiopian dish, which is likely a vegetable platter that consists injera served alongside numerous stews. The stews are mainly smisir, the lentil stew, shiro, the ground chickpea stew, gomen, the cooked collard greens, atkel, the carrot and cabbage dish, alija, and salad. Biryani has every type of tastes and flavors in it. It's not something you can easily explain. The only thing you can do is enjoy it until the last bite of it. Biryani represents the country's common food. With unique spices and communal sharing, it's a flavorful experience that promotes togetherness and celebrates diversity. And now, for something that's completely different, we're heading to another exciting place in Addis. This time, we're going to try some Oromo traditional dishes. For those of you who don't know, the Oromo people are one of the largest ethnic groups in the Horn of Africa and mostly settled in Ethiopia. They are known for their incredibly delicious cuisine, which is often underrated. Let's dive into Oromo cuisine and explore some hidden treasures. Tororsa is our first dish. It's a traditional food with a mixture of teff flour and berbere spice. The ingredients are kneaded, fermented, and then baked to perfection. After that, it's garnished with local cheese and topped with clarified butter. Look how beautiful it is. It looks like a work of art than just of food. Tororsa has a unique and savory taste. The combination of teff and berbere gives it a good taste. The cheese makes it creamy, and the butter makes it irresistible to eat all of it. And the next is jajabsa. Jajabsa is another traditional Ethiopian dish commonly served for breakfast. It's a flatbread made from fermented teff flour, which is a key ingredient included in every Ethiopian meal. I wonder what would have happened to Ethiopia if teff didn't exist. The flatbread is shredded and cooked with a spice blend, often consisting of berbere and clarified butter. It is then fried to perfection and served with honey or cheese on top, adding a delightful touch of satisfaction. The jajabsa has meaty texture and it tastes savory. Now let's move to anchote. Anchote is a root vegetable that is indigenous to Ethiopia. To prepare it, the root is boiled, peeled, and smashed. It is then mixed with garlic, ginger, and salt before being cooked for a while. Once the stew is ready, it is served with injera and locally made amazing condiments. Anchote is the most delicious dish so far. And let's move to the exciting part, marka, or the porridge. Marka is typically made by combining barley or wheat flour with boiling water and mixing it until it becomes soft and creamy. But this is not what we're going to talk about. There is an inspiring and funny tradition related to this marka. Back in the day, during the wedding ceremony, everyone was concerned about the bride's virginity status, including the families of the groom and the bride, and there were different traditions to disclose this situation, and most of them would be disturbing and harsh. But this tradition that I'm about to reveal to you is one of the coolest ways to inform both families. The morning after the first night, the groom finds a proper way to inform his mother about the bride's virginity status. The family of the groom prepares marka, the traditional dish, and serves it to the bride's family. And here is the trick. The porridge holds a symbolic meaning. If the bride is virgin on the wedding night, the porridge is served sealed without a hole for butter in it. If she had a record of an affair, there would be a small hole in the center of the porridge. And if she had a history of promiscuity, the hole gets wider and wider. This allows the bride's family to be informed in the modest way, and that means no whispering is involved. The question here is, why is it considered normal for people to question the bride's virginity status while the groom is not questioned? This is the end of this video. See you in the next one.